There are places in this world where the air itself hums with an unseen force. Stand within the ruins of an ancient temple, walk through a mist-covered forest untouched by time, or find yourself beneath a starlit sky atop a sacred mountain, and you may feel it, that strange yet undeniable presence. A pull, a whisper, an energy that seems alive. But why? What makes certain locations feel charged with power, as though the very land holds memories, secrets, and something more? Legends speak of sacred sites where gods once walked, where shamans and mystics performed rituals, and where seekers of truth came to experience divine revelation. Places like Machu Picchu, Mount Shasta, Glastonbury Tor, and the pyramids of Egypt are said to possess an energy that transcends the physical. Even in lesser-known corners of the world, small shrines, hidden caves, and forgotten ruins radiate an essence that lingers in the air. Could it be that these places hold an ancient secret, a mystical science that has long been overlooked? Perhaps you have felt it before. A sudden chill in a cathedral bathed in candlelight, an unexplainable sense of peace in a secluded grove, or an overwhelming awe when standing before a megalithic monument. Some dismiss these experiences as imagination, but spiritual traditions and esoteric teachings suggest otherwise. They tell us that certain lands and structures act as conduits for energies beyond the material world, amplifying, storing, or even transmitting vibrations that influence those who enter. In this video, we will explore the mystical reason why some places hold enchanted energy. We will uncover the ancient wisdom behind sacred sites. Throughout history, civilizations have recognized that some places are different, charged with a presence that defies logic yet cannot be ignored. These were not mere locations. They were portals to higher realities, thresholds between the seen and the unseen. The ancients did not stumble upon these sites by accident. They sought them out, built upon them, and protected them as sacred ground. In Egypt, the Great Pyramid of Giza was not merely a tomb, but a structure aligned with cosmic forces, its placement precisely attuned to celestial bodies. In India, the ancient temples of Varanasi were built where sages believed the veil between worlds was thinnest, allowing spiritual seekers to connect with divine energies. Across the ocean, the indigenous peoples of North America spoke of power spots, places where the Earth's energy was so strong that vision quests and ceremonies would yield profound experiences. The idea that certain locations hold mystical energy is not confined to one culture or time period. In ancient China, the practice of feng shui sought to harmonize structures with the natural flow of qi, the life force said to move through the earth like unseen rivers. The Celts, too, held deep reverence for stone circles, sacred wells, and groves, believing them to be gateways to other realms. Even today, modern pilgrims flock to places like Sedona, where the landscape itself seems to radiate an otherworldly force. But what exactly gives these places their power? Are they blessed by celestial alignments, infused with the energies of those who once worshipped there, or do they rest upon unseen currents of the earth? The esoteric traditions of many cultures suggest a profound answer. These locations are built upon energetic ley lines, invisible pathways of power that crisscross the planet like veins carrying a hidden force. The concept of ley lines, sometimes called dragon lines, spirit roads, or song lines, suggests that the earth itself is alive, pulsating with an energetic grid that can be harnessed by those who understand its secrets. Just as the human body has meridians through which energy flows, so too does the planet. Sacred sites were often deliberately placed at points where these lines intersect, creating power nodes where energy pools and intensifies. But ley lines are only one piece of the mystery. Many esoteric traditions believe that places gain power not only from the earth beneath them, but also from human consciousness itself. When generations of people meditate, pray, or perform rituals in one place, they leave an imprint, an energetic echo that lingers long after they are gone. This is why cathedrals feel different than ordinary buildings, why monasteries radiate peace, and why battlefields seem heavy with sorrow. Energy accumulates, memories linger, and certain places become infused with the very essence of what has occurred there. If all of this is true, then understanding enchanted places is not merely about visiting them. It is about learning how to recognize, interact with, and even create them. The deeper we go into this mystery, the more we uncover the hidden mechanics of energy, intention, and spiritual transformation. Now, let us delve deeper into the core explanation of why some places hold enchanted energy. To truly understand why certain places hold enchanted energy, we must look beyond the physical and into the unseen forces that shape reality. The ancient sages knew that energy is not confined to the body. It exists in the land, in the air, in the very fabric of existence. Some places act as amplifiers, intensifying spiritual and psychic phenomena, while others seem to drain energy, leaving visitors feeling heavy or unsettled. But why? The Earth's energy grid and ley lines. One of the most profound explanations comes from the concept of the Earth's energy grid, a vast network of energetic currents flowing through the planet. Just as the human body has meridians that carry life force, the Earth has ley lines, invisible pathways of energy that connect sacred sites across the world. Consider this: many of the world's most famous spiritual locations align with these lines. The Great Pyramid of Giza, Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, and the temples of Angkor Wat all sit along major intersections of this energetic grid. These points are known as power nodes, places where energy converges, creating an intensified field of influence. Esoteric traditions suggest that ley lines were once more widely understood, and that ancient civilizations deliberately built temples, stone circles, and pyramids at these intersections to harness and amplify this energy. In some traditions, these locations were seen as veins of the dragon, powerful forces of nature that could bring wisdom, transformation, or even destruction if not respected. The imprint of ritual and intention. Yet ley lines alone do not explain everything. Some places, such as secluded monasteries or ancient shrines, radiate a presence even though they do not sit on major energetic intersections. This points to another key factor: the imprint of human consciousness. When people gather in a place with intention, devotion, and focused thought, they leave behind an energetic imprint. Imagine a temple where monks have chanted for centuries, a cave where shamans have performed sacred rites, or a field where great battles have been fought. The emotions, prayers, and energies of those who came before remain woven into the fabric of that space. This is why certain places feel heavy, while others feel uplifting. A battlefield may retain sorrow and suffering, while a temple that has been bathed in sacred mantras may radiate peace. Just as emotions and experiences leave imprints on individuals, they also leave energetic imprints on locations. Natural elements and geomagnetic influence. There is yet another layer to this mystery: the role of natural elements in creating enchanted energy. Many sacred sites are found near water, deep within caves, or atop mountains. In esoteric thought, water is a conductor of energy, amplifying spiritual vibrations and carrying subtle frequencies. This is why so many holy sites are built near rivers, springs, or lakes. Think of the Ganges in India, Lourdes in France, or the Oracle of Delphi in Greece. Similarly, mountains have long been revered as places of power. Tibetan monks believe that mountains serve as natural antennas, connecting the earthly and spiritual realms. Mount Kailash, the Himalayas, and Mount Sinai have all been places where seekers go to receive divine insights. Even the magnetic field of the earth plays a role. Some locations have been found to exhibit unusually strong geomagnetic activity, which has been linked to altered states of consciousness. This could explain why shamans and mystics sought out specific caves or rock formations for vision quests and deep meditation. The very land itself can induce profound experiences, simply by its energetic nature, a living force waiting to be discovered. From ley lines to the imprint of intention, from the presence of water to the geomagnetic pull of mountains, it becomes clear that enchanted places are not random. They are carefully positioned, shaped by both natural forces and human consciousness. But what does this mean for us? Can we learn to sense these energies? Can we cultivate awareness of the subtle forces around us? The answer lies ahead as we explore even deeper aspects of this mystery. Now that we have explored the energetic foundations of sacred places, ley lines, human consciousness, and natural elements, let us go even deeper. If certain locations hold energy, can this energy be interacted with? Can we, as spiritual seekers, harness it for transformation, healing, or insight? The answer lies in understanding the hidden mechanisms of energy resonance, vibrational attunement, and the living intelligence of sacred sites. Energy resonance and personal vibration. Just as a tuning fork vibrates in response to a specific frequency, so too does the human body react to the energies of certain locations. Those who are spiritually sensitive often report feeling an immediate shift when stepping onto sacred ground. Some experience tingling sensations, pressure in the forehead, often associated with the third eye, or even visions and profound insights. This is due to energy resonance, the principle that our own energy field interacts with the vibrational frequency of the environment. If a location has been charged with high-frequency energy, whether through natural forces or centuries of ritual, it can influence those who enter, temporarily elevating their consciousness or expanding their perception. Ancient mystery schools understood this well. In many traditions, initiates were brought to sacred sites for purification and transformation. The Great Pyramid, for instance, was believed to be an energetic chamber designed to activate higher states of awareness. The ancient temples of Greece, Egypt, and Tibet were not just places of worship. They were energy portals meant to awaken the soul. This concept is echoed in modern experiences. Many visitors to power spots describe a profound sense of clarity, healing, or even spontaneous spiritual awakenings. Some leave feeling revitalized, while others report intense emotional releases, as if the land itself is working to cleanse them. But if these places hold such energy, could it also be that certain locations act as barriers, places where the vibration is so low that they drain rather than uplift? Dark energy and the shadow side of enchanted places. Not all places of power radiate light. Some hold darker energies, either due to the history imprinted upon them or due to their natural energetic makeup. Battlefields, ancient prisons, and locations associated with suffering often retain a dense, heavy atmosphere, one that lingers long after the events that shaped them. Even certain natural locations, deep caves, isolated ruins, and some forests, have been described as carrying a mysterious, unsettling energy. In folklore, these places were often considered cursed or haunted. But from an esoteric perspective, what is actually happening? Some mystics suggest that low-frequency energies accumulate in certain areas due to trauma, suffering, or even misused rituals. If a place has witnessed repeated acts of violence or despair, the energetic residue can remain, creating an atmosphere that weighs upon the human spirit. This is why some people feel drained in certain locations, experiencing headaches, unease, or even disturbing dreams after visiting. Just as positive energy imprints remain in temples and shrines, so too can negative energy linger where pain and sorrow have occurred. But can this energy be cleared? Can a place be purified? Many spiritual traditions believe so. The power of ritual in shaping a location's energy. Just as locations accumulate energy, they can also be transformed through ritual, intention, and awareness. Throughout history, shamans, priests, and mystics have performed purification rituals to shift the energy of a place. Smudging with sacred herbs such as sage, Palo Santo, or frankincense is one such method, used to cleanse spaces of unwanted energies. Tibetan monks use chanting and singing bowls to harmonize the vibrations of temples. Ancient druids performed elaborate ceremonies in stone circles to align the land's energy with cosmic forces. Even modern science acknowledges that intention influences energy. Studies on water molecules by researchers like Masaru Emoto suggest that focused thought can alter structure and vibration. If the human mind can do this to water, imagine what collective consciousness can do to an entire location. Thus, the energy of a place is not static, can be harnessed, transformed, or even created. This leads us to the most practical and important question. How can we, as individuals, use this knowledge in our daily lives? The answer lies in learning to attune ourselves to the energy of the world around us. And in the next section, we will explore exactly how to do that. Now that we understand why some places hold enchanted energy, the next step is learning how to sense, interact with, and even create sacred spaces in our own lives. Energy is not something we simply observe, it is something we engage with. The more we cultivate awareness, the more we can tap into these forces for spiritual growth, healing, and transformation. How to recognize energetic places. The first step in working with sacred energy is learning to sense it. Many people experience the power of a place without realizing it, brushing it off as a gut feeling or an unexplained mood shift. But by becoming more aware, we can develop the ability to detect energetic fields with clarity. Here are some signs that a location holds enchanted energy. A change in sensation. Do you feel a tingling in your body? A lightness in your chest? A warmth around your forehead or hands? These are signs that energy is interacting with you. Shifts in emotion. Some places make people feel peaceful, uplifted, or even euphoric, while others feel heavy or draining. Pay attention to these shifts. Intuitive impressions. If a place gives you strong mental images, sudden insights, or a deep sense of familiarity, it may be carrying an energetic imprint. Heightened synchronicity. If you start experiencing meaningful coincidences or an increase in intuitive thoughts after visiting a place, its energy may be affecting your perception. Dreams and visions. Some people report vivid dreams, messages, or even spontaneous spiritual experiences after being in certain locations. The best way to develop sensitivity is through practice. When visiting a site, whether it's a temple, a forest, or even an old ruin, take a moment to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Focus on your body and emotions. What do you feel? The more you tune in, the more you will begin to recognize subtle energies. How to absorb and harness sacred energy. Once you identify a powerful location, you can take steps to attune yourself to its energy. Here are some methods used by spiritual seekers throughout history. Meditation and stillness. Sit quietly in the location and allow your energy to sync with the environment. Imagine yourself absorbing its frequency like a sponge. Walking barefoot. Many ancient traditions teach that direct contact with the earth enhances energy flow. Walking barefoot on sacred ground can heighten your connection to the land. Breathwork. Deep, intentional breathing can help you align with a place's frequency. Try inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and imagine yourself becoming part of the environment. Chanting or mantras. Certain sounds resonate with specific frequencies. Chanting OM or a sacred mantra can harmonize your energy with that of the place. Water connection. If the location has a natural spring, river, or sacred well, consider touching or drinking the water, if safe, to integrate its vibrational essence into your body. Offerings and gratitude. In many spiritual traditions, people leave small offerings of flowers, stones, or even simple words of gratitude to acknowledge the spirit of a place. This strengthens your connection and deepens your experience. By regularly practicing these techniques, you can train your body and mind to become more receptive to sacred energy, creating your own sacred space. What if you could cultivate enchanted energy in your own home? The truth is, you can. Just as sacred sites accumulate power over time, you can transform your personal space into a spiritual sanctuary. Here's how. Choose a space, find a quiet, undisturbed area where you can build an energetic focal point. This could be a meditation corner, an altar, or a specific room. Use natural elements, incorporate crystals, water, plants, or sacred symbols. Each of these holds energy and can amplify the vibration of the space. Set intentions. The energy of a space is shaped by the thoughts and emotions that fill it. Regularly infuse your space with prayer, meditation, or visualization to cultivate a high-frequency environment. Sound and vibration. Use singing bowls, bells, or soft chanting to charge the air with positive energy. Sound can purify and raise the vibration of a location. Burn incense or herbs, sage, frankincense, myrrh, and Palo Santo have been used for centuries to clear stagnant energy and invite higher vibrations. Maintain purity. Avoid bringing negative energy into the space. Keep it clean, free of clutter, and filled with uplifting objects or images. Over time, these practices will create a space where spiritual work becomes deeper, energy flows more freely, and intuitive insights become more frequent. Just as ancient temples were charged with sacred energy, you too can cultivate a personal sanctuary that radiates power. A pathway to transformation. By understanding, sensing, and harnessing the energy of places, we gain access to a hidden force that can accelerate spiritual awakening. Whether visiting a power spot, absorbing energy through meditation, or creating your own sacred space, the key is awareness. The more we align ourselves with the vibrational essence of the universe, the more we open the doors to wisdom, healing, and transformation. Now, as we conclude this journey, let us reflect on the deeper meaning of enchanted places. They are not just locations, but reminders that the unseen world is always present, waiting for those who have the eyes to see and the heart to feel. Throughout history, certain places have been revered not just for their beauty or historical significance, but for something far more mysterious, their energy. From the towering pyramids of Egypt to the secluded mountain monasteries of Tibet, these locations serve as portals to higher states of consciousness, amplifiers of spiritual experience, and reminders that the physical world is infused with unseen forces. We have explored the ancient wisdom behind these enchanted places, the science of ley lines, the power of human consciousness in shaping energy, and the profound effects these locations have on those who visit them. We have also uncovered the shadow side, places where energy is dense, heavy, or unsettling, reminding us that not all power is uplifting. More importantly, we have learned that we are not merely passive observers of these energies, we are participants. Whether through meditation, breathwork, ritual, or focused intention, we have the ability to attune ourselves to powerful locations, absorb their energy, and even create sacred spaces of our own. A final thought: if sacred places exist, what does that say about the nature of reality itself? Are we living in a world where energy can be shaped, where consciousness leaves an imprint, where spiritual forces guide those who are willing to listen? The answer is not found in words alone, but in experience. So I invite you to explore this mystery for yourself. Visit a place of power. Tune into its energy. Feel the unseen currents that flow through all things. And most importantly, remember this: the most sacred place is not found on a map. It is within you.